Happy Sunday morning to everyone. Welcome to March 22nd edition of the free Reggie Picks, data-driven picks to put money in your pocket. Last night in our picks, we had the bad beat of all beats. We'll get into that, but we ended up going, didn't get what we wanted, but today is the day. We're going to sweep again today. Over in VIP, we're hitting on these March Madness picks big time. So let's go ahead and get into it for March 22nd. Like I said yesterday, we ended up 2-1. That was a good day, but the bad beat, Jordan Goodwin, ended up with 22. We had him under 20 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Was sitting at 20 with 4.5 seconds when the Suns missed a shot and he grabbed the offensive rebound and was fouled. I said, no, I stayed up watching it. But hey, that's okay. We was on the right side of that pick, just a little bad luck. But easier Isaiah Hartenstein, over 2.5 assists. He's one of those that's easy to see. He got 10 in that game against the Wizards. And then our well, usually reserved for March Madness, the VIP customers. I put on here free for you guys. Michigan State -4.5 versus Louisville. Went 77-69. I'll probably start doing that over today as well to give you guys wanted to show you what we do over in VIP with the March Madness picks. Um, and yeah, let's get into it. As always, if you want to follow these picks, head over to BETR. Use the code REGGIEPICKS when you sign up. Get you 2 anytime tokens up to $100 each, as well as a free pick. All right, let's get to our picks. The first one we're going to go with today, Baylor Shireman of the Boston Celtics, over 1.5 assists. Shireman's been getting a lot more playing time lately, a lot more. The coach really loves his energy. He's run over this number 8 out of the last 10 times, last 6 games in a row. Um, Minnesota should be, pretty not a blowout. Last time he kind of got in a blowout in the end. They put a lot of reserves in. He didn't quite came up a little short on when we had him for points and rebounds. But yeah, over 1.5 a hit assist should be a pretty good, pretty easy hit. He should go over to that number easily. So Baylor Shireman over 1.5 assists is our first Reggie pick. Our second Reggie pick, Robert Williams of the Portland Trailblazers over 6.5 rebounds versus the Denver Nuggets. Um, his minutes been up lately. The Portland was almost you didn't know if they were going to tank, but they're sitting there in the 8 or 9 or 10 spot, I believe. I think it's the 9 spot. So they're fighting for the play in, and as you can see his rebounding numbers, he's averaging 9.5 rebounds during the last 10 games. He went over the number 6.5, 8 out of 10 times. So yeah, that looks like another easy Reggie pick that's going to hit for you guys. And like I said, for my third Reggie pick, like I said, we've been doing some college picks, and then over in our VIP yesterday, I had a total of the day that I gave out to those guys, which ended up Arkansas and High Point went over was a winner for us. That was pretty easy to see. And then I had a dog of the day I gave out, and that was the Texas plus 6.5. They ended up winning outright against Gonzaga. So that's what we're doing over on the. If you head over to the Winnable and sign up for the VIP, or even just following the free plan, I'll put an extra little March Madness pick in there today as well. But yeah, join the VIP, get you some, start winning with us in there. We're doing great this tournament. And our pick for today, our third Reggie pick and our free one is the Purdue Boilermakers and Miami Hurricanes going over 147.5. If you watch Purdue this tournament, they're one of the most efficient offenses there is in the college basketball. They've gone over 60% of their times in the last 5. Miami has not as much, but they're also very efficient. But the key to this is Purdue is going to pound Miami on the inside. The Brandon Smith, the point guard of Purdue, just became the NCAA all-time leading assist leader, which is a big deal. Is they're very good at running their offense efficiently, get it to their big guys inside. I expect them to score 80 easily. And Miami's no slouch himself. They'll have to run and keep up whatever. So this is going to be an easy over 147.5, I believe, uh, between Purdue and Miami. And just so you know, that's an early game. That's the first game on Sunday at around noon. So get that in early if you're going to follow that pick. And so to recap, we have Baylor Shireman over 1.5 assists for the Celtics versus the Timberwolves tonight. We have Robert Williams over 6.5 rebounds for the Trailblazers versus the Nuggets at 5. And then a game at noon, a reminder, over 147.5 between Purdue and Miami Hurricanes. As always, thanks for following. Hey, like I said, head on over to my Winnable. You can sign up for the free plan. We usually have another, I'll take a pick or two that I'll add from VIP for those guys. Sign up for the VIP. We're loading that thing up with picks. Baseball upcoming. We're really going to be very active in the VIP. So yeah, and as always, if you want to follow some of these picks as well, NOVIG is a good spot. Spend five, get $50 free. Sign up using the code REGGIEPICKS if you haven't already. And like I said, head on over. Keep following these Reggie picks. We'll be back again tomorrow, Sunday. Let's end the week with a 3-0 sweep. Let's go.